And today I'm going to talk about a letter to myself pre-COVID. I just want to give you a piece of advice, and don't waste your time watching K-dramas in Netflix. Just go out and try to do more stuff, Don't be depressed, because this is gonna happen, and you have to get over it. You have to make some friends and be more social. There's a lot in the world that you have to see, and in Wales, North Wales. And you have to learn how to forgive and let go of things that makes you feel anxious and sad.
A letter about how was my lockdown and how did I felt like it. So basically I said my lockdown was really difficult and hard because I came to work while in the pandemic. And the main thing is I left all my friends, my ultra club, my dad, and half of my family in Portugal. When I got in Wrexham, I stayed 2 weeks in quarantine, and after this time I was afraid to get out of my house and talk with people because I didn't know if my English was good enough. When lockdown finished, I started college and could make some friends. So basically, I want to say that this was a bit difficult to write because it was really difficult for me. I came to Wrexham and leave everything I had. So basically, I went down step by step to come along and know more English and could meet new people.
It is my house, and yet one room is locked. The south. It is a room where mirrors hang high, a room that turns golden reflections back into the eyes. At night, I hear no noise, just thought, and let a gentleness breathe when I can. Sleeping with my fingers reached under the gap of the door. The house turns slowly around its one closed room.
My piece is about all my favourite things. I am independent, sassy, beautiful, poised and graceful. I am the colour of my favourite fruit, the colour of a sunset. I am the time when new life begins and everything starts to grow after winter. I am like being surrounded by long blades of fresh grass. I am enjoyable, delightful and naughty. I am little spontaneous pops of sharp and tingling bliss.
My piece is going to be about my lost family members, and it's going to be an emotional piece. It is my house, and yet one room is locked. The bright light awakes my spirit. It is a room where my tears break down, a room that turns happiness into sadness. At night I hear their voices, and let a quiet harmful smile fade away from my face. Sleep is my only enemy. The house turns slowly, around and its closed room.
And I wrote this piece, these two pieces, because one of them's quite hopeful, and then this one just talking about some lockdown inner healing work. So here we go. Hey Nat, you okay? I'm not. I cried so much today because I tried to see him again, since we're allowed outside to do some walking, some talking. The same thing happened the past 2 times. We planned to meet and he stood me up. He just stopped snapping me. Didn't answer my calls, nothing. But he viewed my Snapchat story. What's he afraid of? Some deep feelings towards me? I wish. I've been pushing to meet in person because it's been fucking months and we live right by each other. Why am I so attracted to dismissive avoidance? The guys you have to gently nudge towards connection and commitment, like they're some type of wild animal. I haven't been that gentle recently though. I have been forceful and chasing and hunting the connection down. Oh, my brothers asked me, why do you even care? And, you know, they got pretty protective when I told them I was crying all afternoon on my walk. Time to focus on me. No distractions. The thing is, yeah, I get it. He's younger and this fear, this avoidance. I mean, it's quite good that I cried so much because it was years of releasing so much shit. Maybe I cried the most when I thought that this was some type of subconscious belief of mine, you know, thinking that this is the type of treatment I deserve. Was I doing this to myself? Whoa, that hurts to write. That hurts to read. But at least I've let my emotions bleed. Outside there's snow and I've nowhere to go. I want to be me, happy and free. Work on my worth. Remember myself. Protect my peace and mental health. Surrender to what I feel so that I can heal. And I know what you're going to say, okay. You're stunning, you can do so much better than him, babe. I know, but it's him that I want. Chance after chance, push, pull, dance after dance. Maybe if we let go of the past, we can love and it'll last. Hiya Melis, ti'n iawn? Remember when you were in college and you rescued that pigeon from inside the bus station? It was trapped and Maya thought it was so cool because you literally just opened the sliding doors and out it came. And then the cafe owner was like, oh, I want to be with you when the zombie apocalypse comes. And you felt those words deeply inside your soul like some type of prophecy. Well, your intuition was right because that time is coming soon. You know the elite are manipulating and gaslighting the world, but you've always just sort of forgotten about them and done your own thing. The thing is, now it's going to affect you. Well, a little bit, only as much as you will let it. Remember your dreams and your guidance. You know what you have to do. Just stay true to you. You will use the lockdown for healing and getting back to yourself. Honestly, you really needed this. By the time lockdown's over, you will be so much stronger. And just don't worry about shit that you can't change. You know, shit that just doesn't matter, because you matter. Speak your truth and be loving to yourself. Your inner child, she really needs your patience right now, your care and understanding. Sing, dance, laugh, love. Follow your heart and listen to your soul. The world is changing, but so are you. You've got this, baby girl. I love you.
This piece was inspired by a piece from the Teak Barrel Art Gallery in Wrexham. It's a piece that, from far away at first glance, looks like just a white canvas, but as you get closer, there are faint outlines of people sat down amongst the cloudy whiteness. So, in what looks like a circle. So that's what inspired the character who is writing this letter. Dear Joe, thank you for the kind words in your last letter. I'm sure Sarah would have appreciated them. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to respond, but this past year has been extraordinarily busy for me. The lockdown has seen a great rise in people struggling with their mental health, and I have more patients now than ever before. The lack of group therapy has, it's been a difficult thing to get around, but I've just had one-on-one Zoom sessions with all of my patients, and after 10 plus hours of Zoom calls a day, wasn't really in the right state to phone anyone. Zoom fatigue is it's a real problem, which is why I've decided to write to you instead. Thanks again for your invitation to Whitewick Manor. It sounds like a lovely place, and it's not one I've been to, so I'm sure there'll be something there for me to see. However, as I explained earlier, right now therapists are in high demand and I can't afford to take time off for the sake of my patients, not myself. Heaven knows I could do with a break. But people need me. There's been a rise in depression over the lockdown, of course, which doesn't go away because now we're coming out. People have had a lot of time alone to reflect upon their lives. They need to learn to cope with what they've learned. And on top of that, there are new pressures. Things have changed since we last knew normality, things that can't go back to how they were before, and people are scared. They don't know what things will look like now. They don't want to come out. Deep down, they're scared, they're terrified of picking up the pieces of the life they used to have. Yes, there's a great deal of opportunity in this step, but it requires the courage to face great change, and that brings out a lot of anxiety. Anyway, you don't need to hear about therapy sessions. I'm sure you're coping fine. You always do. No doubt you found something to fill in all the gaps left behind. Some new outlet for your creativity. Sorry again to have to disappoint you. Our love to Mum and Dad. Hope to see you soon. The timing just wasn't right for this one. Lots of love, Evan and Sarah.
How to transform feelings in ideas. How to touch what is untouchable. Being alone, can you wonder who or what is going to be with you? And I'm talking about a song, a picture, or even a poem. So let me share something, an example. What is so simple is something priceless. When I was in lockdown, one of the arts that helped me was music. And I remember that I was conflicted with myself when I took my mobile and I played Daniel Caesar. The song was Superposition.
Isn't it an irony? The things that inspire me, they make me bleed so profusely. I got everything I need, time and space to think and breathe. What does it mean when cash grows on trees?
I was lay on the floor, and that's helped me to understand that the bad situations are not so bad. When you have feet down to the earth, that probably there will be more problems and more, and there is no time to complain. At the same time, there are time to complain. But you have to choose the perfect place for it. But the main thing is art can help us.
Today I'm going to be reading a piece that explains what got me through the lockdown and what helped me during the 5 to 12 months of lockdown. Writing music allowed me to express myself and to be myself. It allowed me to also find myself in a way. Making music was a sort of therapy because I don't choose what to write, I simply write what comes to mind. Listening back to some of the songs that I've written, it reminds me of not only the lyrics meant, but of the times that I was going through and how much I've had to overcome during these troubled times. For others, when they listen to it, it's just lyrics. But for me, however, they have their own meaning behind it, which I probably will never reveal because the beauty of it is that nobody knows them, so everyone can make their own meaning, which is relevant and beneficial to them.
Today I'll be declaiming a poem called The Door.
Go and open the door. Maybe outside there's someone waiting for you to encounter, or even your own self. Go and open the door. Maybe your darkness will fade. Maybe your light will reign, or probably not, or probably yes, or none. Go and open the door. If courageous enough, whatever comes will be worth. Go and open the door, even if there's only spikes and thorns, even if there's only mines and bombs, even if just sadness and sorrow is there. Go and open the door. At least you will face the truth and live a real life at last.